So, good evening, friends. Today is the second day of the workshop, and today we will learn some new features in the Power BI. These new features which I am adding today is how to add slicers, filters, and some other functions. So, first of all, let me share that what we are going to discuss today. There are two important features in Power BI. These are slicers and filters. Like you can see in the right hand side. So we have the buttons. So these are the buttons. If you click on the Bangalore data will come here on the in the graph. If you click on Calcutta, the Calcutta result will come. Delhi, Mumbai. So you can select. You can select, you can filter. Similarly, you can see this hierarchical slicing, and there is the arrow, downside arrow. If you click on the downside arrow, all the months of 2013 will appear, and you can select any particular month to see the data. We can also have this kind of buttons. So these are known as slicers. Slicers gives you the facility to see the graph that belong to a particular category. You can see the graph of a particular country, city, year. So on this basis, we divide these slicers into three categories. These are the text slicers, like Bangalore, Calcutta, Delhi, Mumbai. These are the text slicers. Then we have date slicers. If we arrange the data into date, like 2013, 14, 15. So we also have the date slicers. And the third type of slicer is the number slicer. For example, we can assume sales, profit, or any variable as a slicer. Like for example, if we have the stock market data, and we want to see only those stocks which have the P ratio between 10 and 20. So we select that range, and software will show me those stocks which are having P ratio in that range. For example, I want to see those data set where sales is more than a particular level, or sales lies between a particular level. So you can select the range and data will be in front of you. So there are three types of slicers we can use in the Power BI. So we will learn how we can use these slicers. Similarly, we also have the filters. Filters are somehow similar to the slicer, but slicers and filters are slightly different, because slicers normally work on the same page and filters work on three level. The chart level means only single chart will be affected by the filter. You can, whenever you select something, only a particular chart will be affected. So that is called chart filter or visual filter. The second filter is known as page filter. Suppose in a page you are having 4 charts. So all the 4 charts are affected by the same filter. That is called page filter. So all the charts in a page are affected by the filters. That filter is known as page filter. The third kind of filter is called report filter. Report filters are those filters which are affecting the complete report. In one report, normally we have 40-50 pages. The whole reports are affected by the filters. So we have all type of filters: chart filter, page filter, and report filter. So today, first of all, we are going to learn how to design these filters. So these are some of the filters that we will develop. Now the second thing which we learn today is the map. Sometimes we are having the data of the countries, data of the cities, data of the sometimes we are having the data of the continents, countries, states. So how to represent the map? Like this is one of the example, and I am showing some variable with the help of a map. And in this map, we are having different colors. So different color are having different meanings. The size is also important here. A small size means this variable is lower in this state. The bigger size is higher in this state. So size matters, color matters, and the country or the state matters. So we are representing the geographical areas such as states, cities, countries. And we are also representing the variables. Variables are represented by the colors, the size, and also, so we will make these maps. This is also a map, and it is a word map. In this word map, the African countries are reflected by the blue color, the Asia represented by orange color. And then this is also a representing Europe, US, and the size is representing the population. We know that the population of India and China are the highest, is the highest in the world. So population is represented by the size. So how to make these kind of maps? Similarly, this is called area map, filled map. So we fill the different areas, different part of the world by the different colors. Sometimes you see these kind of charts in the analysis, in the research, in the reports. So we will learn how to make these kind of charts. So this is another chart. This is aerial chart. And in this aerial chart, we are representing that what is the sales of different products in Delhi, what is the different sales in Calcutta, Mumbai, Bangalore. And size is representing that the most of the sales we are doing in Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, and Calcutta, the sales is low. So all these maps we will learn today how to make it. And I have not seen any other software where we can make these kind of charts. So Power BI is giving you a unique facility of making the maps. Then we will learn some more charts like how to make the tree charts. Then this is a scatter plot, and it is an animated scatter plot. So sometimes we want to make the animated charts. In Power BI, we are having facility to make animated charts also. So I will show you how to make the animated charts. This is the first animated chart we will make. Then this is a gauge chart. Sometimes we are comparing the actual performance with the target performance. And this chart is used to represent your actual performance with the target performance. Like in this case, you can see that the blue color is representing the actual profit, and this line is representing the targeted profit. So this is the profit which company decided to achieve, but we are far behind by this. And in second product, the target is this, but we spent more than the target. So here the performance is more than the target. In this case, sales and target sales, this is a gap between the actual sales and the target sales. And this is the slicers. In the bottom, you can see the slicers. So we can see that in which year we meet the target and in which year we don't meet the target. So we can, this chart is quite popular chart. to represent the actual performance versus the targeted performance. Then we are having some cards. Cards is representing the total of any variable. So like what is the total advertisement, total profit, total sales, and you connect all the total values with some special categories like cities, like products, like year, like month, like quarter. So we will also develop the cards today. So we are going to learn all these things, and if time left, then I will move to some other options. So now we are moving to the Power BI because everything is practical. So let's do a practical. And you know that how to open the Power BI now. So this is our icon of the Power BI, and I'm going to click it. So when you click it, the software will show you a page. But my page is slightly different from the page you have because I also have one additional service that is called Power BI service. And because of this Power BI service, my name is coming here. Okay. Now, so we have to open some data file. And so where is our report? Yeah. So this is the file where we are working, January 2022, the workshop file. I will work on the same file on all the 5 days. And on the 5th day, we will convert this data file into reports and dashboards. Yeah. So this is our file which we are developing. Okay. Now I am going to show you the slicers first. Okay. So I make a new page and I'm going to rename it. The name of this page is, as I told you that there are 3 types of filters. So this is my first filter, and this first filter is known as text filter. Sorry, this is not filter, this is slicer. Text slicer. So I am going to show you how to develop this text slicer. Remember one thing, slicers always work with some graph. So we have to make the graph and then we have to add slicers into it. So let's say I want to make a column chart. Then I want to make a pie chart. So you can add many charts into one diagram. And I want to connect them with a slicer. So you can see that there is an option. First of all, you have to put cursor outside. And you can see the option slicer. So this is the option which we have to learn today. So now we make 3 things: column chart, pie chart, and the slicer. First of all, let's make the column chart. So if you make column chart, this is active. And let's make some column chart. Like I want to make the advertisement comes in values. And I want to see the advertisement with respect to different products. So this is my simple chart. Then I want to make the profit with respect to different products. So this is my product wise pie chart. And now I want to create the city filter. So I click on this slicer. In slicer, you have to add the category. I am putting the city as a category. Now city slicer comes into picture. So now we have to format it, and you know that how to format. You just take the format of previous chart, go to click on the format painter, and we just touch this. Automatically it changes, it take the all formatting. So I click on in this, again I'm clicking on this. So rather I can take the donut chart format for pie chart. Now it is converted into pie chart. Now we are going to the slicers, and you can adjust these as per your choice. Let me take here, and now this is my slicer. And let me check whether the format painter also work here or not. Not much. So you can see that we are having 4 options: Bangalore, Calcutta, Delhi, Mumbai. And if you see carefully, if I click on the Bangalore, both the data belong to the Bangalore. If I click on the Calcutta, now the data is converted into Calcutta, Delhi, and Mumbai. But I am not happy with this format. So I am going to show you that how can we format this. Now, if you click on this option, there is a drop down here, list and drop down. So you can also convert in this format, drop down format. Now in drop down format, if you click on this option will come, and you can select your choice. So we are having initially 2 options, list option and the drop down option, list option and the drop down option, but it is very small. So let me change it because I am not happy with this format. So I want to change this format. So I am telling you the format which is adopted by most of the professionals. So first of all, you have to select this slicer, go to the format, click on the journal, and first of all, you have to okay, in journal we don't have any important option. Selection control, selection heading. Oh yeah, city is very small here. You can see this city is very small. So I am going to change its color, background, some light background, and the color choice is entirely yours. Most of the people uses black and white, or this is white and the background is black. This is also adopted by many people, and rather most, but I like the background black or yellow, and black and yellow. So it's completely your choice. And okay, and this is I am putting yellow. I think this is the better. Text size we have to increase city, and okay. So I think I'm not getting that option because I clicked on the drop down. So let me click on the list option. So if you click on the list option, you will have a option called orientation. This orientation only comes when this is in the list format. And in list format, if you click orientation to horizontal, this is better. This is the much better option that you can have in the slicer. And so you can increase it, decrease it. So now you are having in the button format. Slicers in the button format, which is adopted by most of the professionals. And now we can take any position whichever you want. So now a little more changes. Format, this is a format option. First of all, I want to title even some people like the border also. You can make on the border and visual heading. Okay, selection control is one of the important things. Now, why the selection control is important? Suppose if I click on the blank, it means I'm not selecting any option. If I click selecting Delhi, Delhi data will come. Suppose I want to select Mumbai also. So the problem is that if I click on the Mumbai, the Delhi will off. So you can press control button to select both. So sometimes how to select it, we have the control here. If you want to select only single option, you can click on the single select. And if you want to select multiple options, so this option is there. If I put it off, you can select only one option at a time. Okay, multiple selection at a time without using the control option. So if I click on this, you can select multiple option, but with the help of control button. So let it make it off, because now you need not to press control every time to select. You can have multiple select. So this option is sometimes important. And if you want to add one option called select all option, so you can also do that. Sometimes you need select all or blank. So blank, select all the options you can have in the slicer. Then slicer heading. Here the slicer heading is city, color is this, text is this, and but I want to make it outline. Okay. So we are having some options here. I want to make it in the center. That option I am not able to find out. Underline, okay. Items. So these are the items, and you can change the color of the items. Background, I want to change the background here. So now you can change the background of the items. And text size is very small. I want to improve the text size. But if you increase the text size, you have to also give to space to them. So you must give some space to increase the text like this. So I think that is better, and we can make it bold. Now I think these slices are better. We have all the options. Right. Now if I click on Delhi, the Delhi data will come. If I click on the Bangalore data will come. And if I Calcutta, the Calcutta, all the three data combination will come. Click on the blank. Okay, so you have to check, click on twice to remove it. Now it is select all, almost select all. So in this way, you can design your slicer, and the important option is control. Those who are having the habit of control, they should click in OK, and you can have multiple click only when you press control button like this. So this is known as the simple slicer, and this slicer is known as text slicer. So we are having different slicers, and if you want to add different categories into it, you can also do that. Let me show you. Let me copy this duplicate page. If I click on the duplicate page, that same page will comes again, and I'm going to show you one more thing. Rename it. That hierarchy text slicer. Okay. Suppose I am converting into vertical format. These options, go to format. In general, you can convert into vertical format. So now it comes in vertical format. And go back to the input data. So here I am using city as a slicer. Suppose I want to take year, because here year is my text. I'm considering year as a text, and month below this. So you can see that I'm taking two slices now at a time. So when you take two slices at a time, it will be created like a hierarchy. For example, if you go to the 2007, now you are having the different options. You can click on the April 2007, July 2007. So you can select a particular month, even particular day, if you have the day data also, like this. So let me arrange this slicer like this. So this is called hierarchical slicer. And if we can make multiple categories here, like I'm showing you. So let me take the city. Let me take the year, and also I can add month. So we can make as much as hierarchy we want. In Bangalore, I want to see the data of 2007. Even in 2007, I want to see the data of April. So this is one of the most important feature available in Power BI, that you can create multiple hierarchies of the slicers. So I hope the concept is clear to you. This is second type of slicer we can develop in Power BI. This is called multiple hierarchical slicers. Okay, so let me take fresh slicer again. It depends upon the data set. So I'm creating the slicer of now the so first of all I have to find out any categorical variable. So I have the data of okay, let me change the data set. Let's use the Gapminder. In this data set, because most of the time we are going to use this data set today, we have three type of categorical variables. One is continent and country, economy, type of economy. And we are having the GDP per capita, life expectancy, the population, and the year data. So let's create the variable. So I am deleting this pie chart. I am using only the column chart. So if I click on the column chart, all the fields will come here. I want to see the population which comes in the values and population of different countries. So countries will come here. This is the population data of different countries. And in the slicer, I want to take the continent in the field. So we are having 5 continents: Africa, America, Asia, Europe, Oceania. And I'm taking the year below that. Oh, the software say, yeah, now it is available. So in Asia, I want to see the population in 2007. So the data converted into that. So this is the Asia, this is the population data of only Asian countries. China is number 1, followed by India, then Japan and all other countries. Similarly, you can now let's uncheck this and go to the Europe in 2002. So you can see the population of different countries in the Europe in 2002 like this. So this is called hierarchical slicer. Okay. Now I hope you understand the concept of hierarchical slicing. Now we are moving to the next. So this is called the time slicer or date slicers. So if you want to make the date slicer, first of all, you have to define the date. Like for example, this year, now it is represented as a numerical value. But you know that year is not a numerical value, it is only a category. So first of all, I will convert this year into the date format, and then I will make the date slicer. So look these steps very carefully. In the home section, you have the option called transform data. So click on the transform data, and the software will show you that you are having 2 data set here, and gap minder data is in the selection. So it is coming here. The year data is ABC. I think this is the sales data set. Let's click on the gap minder. So software is saying that the change, okay. So I have to import this data set because I changed the place of this location of the data set. Let's go back. So I delete this data set and import again because I changes the location of the data set. So software is not able to find out the location. So I go to the get data, CSV data, and the date. Now it is available in the folder. So the software will pick it in few seconds. Load. Now the data will appear here. Yeah. Now I am going to the transform data. This is gap minder data, and year is considered as a numerical value. However, we all know that year is not a numerical value, it is the category or a date. So I click on this option where it is written 1, 2, 3, and I'm converting into a date. I'm converting this into a date. Replace current. Now this variable is converted into the date option. And once you make changes, Go to this, close and apply, close and apply, and the effect you can see here. So now year is a date variable. Okay, so let's take this slicer again. So I duplicate this page to save my time, and I'm renaming this. This is my date slicer, and after that I click on the slicer because slicer is already ready. I remove all these things, and now I'm taking the year here. Okay, so the software already assumed the formatting option. Let me delete this, take new slicer. Okay, now I'm taking the new slicer. The reason is that I want to show you something which you can see only when a new fresh page will come. So I click on the slicer field. Here I am taking here. Now you can see the format, entirely different format is coming here. So this slicer, the software is showing me two things. Number one, this is the beginning year, this is the end year. Let me increase the font size. Because it is too small. So you can see the year, bold. Okay. Date input, font size is fine, background is also fine, but text size is very small. So now I think you can see better. Okay, so see carefully, it is very simple thing. Software is asking that which data you want to see. You want to see the data between 1952 to 2007. So you can, if you click on this option, the whole map will come. You can take the year, any year of your choice. Like suppose if I click on 59, I can also change this, or not only this, you can drag this. So you can choose the time period for this data set. If you change this date, the data belong to only that date. Now, if you can see this drop down arrow, if you see this drop down, you are having the different options: before, between, before, after, list, drop down, all these things. Now let me show you one by one. So the first option is between. If you click on the between, you can have two dates, and you can select the data between two dates. Similarly, if you click on before, you can see that this will now inactive. Only a particular date is coming, and you can see the data before this date. If you change this, data will also change, and this is the data before 1979. Similarly, you can change after. So when you click on after, this will be active and this is now inactive. So you can see the data after a particular date. After a particular date, you can see all these options. Similarly, if you click on the list, so all these years come into the list format. The font size you can increase from here. That is not a problem. Now you have a list option, and the list option can be converted into horizontal. You know that if I click on the formatting and go to journal, if I convert the vertical into horizontal, you have this option. So we can have multiple options to show the date slicers, and I can now increase the text size. Let me see. Okay. So we can have all the formatting options here. Selection control, if you want control or not. So I am keeping as it is. The text slicer heading is year. So let it be. Items, all these are the items. And font color, I want this. Background, I want simple background. Yellow color is the most used by the professionals. I don't know why. And now I can increase the font size. So now you can have all the years, and you can select the year as per your choice. So this is one option we have. And okay, border, let's make the border also. And in border, you are having one very important radius option. If you click on this radius, you can have this curved border, curved corner. So radius will make this corner curved. So now if you click on this, the slicer is looking like this. It is much better. So you can change the radius for this curve, border for this border. And I think this is better. Title is population by country. Okay. So this is one format that we can have. Now let's do some changes. And I am changing into horizontal to vertical again, back to vertical. Okay. Now, if you see this, we are having the year in the slicing options. If you right click on this and click on the date hierarchy, so software automatically converted the year into year, quarter, month, day, but we don't have the data of the day wise. In case if you have day wise data, month wise data, quarter wise data, so you can make this slicer, date slicer, into different quarter, month, day. Although I know that we don't have any quarterly data in this data file. So you can see that this hierarchy can be developed by this. Unfortunately, in this data, we don't have the daily data set. If we have the daily data set, we can also do this. So let me remove this. Simple, let's take simple here. So you are having different options to make this date slicer attractive, beautiful, workable. So entirely your choice. So I hope now you have clarity on how to connect the data with the date slicers. Now I'm showing you one more data set, because in that data I have options to convert the date into hierarchy. So that data I also shared in the drive. This data is known as furniture store. And now I'm also opening this data today. So I'm loading this data set. So in this data set, we are having the daily data. So software is connecting with the data, and data will appear here in few seconds. Now you can see that we are having data. So let's rename it. We must have some option, rename it. This data is furniture data. Okay, now I'm going to maximize it. So it is a daily sales of the furniture items of a company. And in this graph, I am changing the options. So I want to see the sales of tables, let's say, and according to the so any variable we can take, like year. Let's take year here. Not in no, tables is the sales. So table must comes in values. Year goes to the axis. Now we are having the column chart, and in the slicing. Okay, so first of all, I have to convert this year into the date format. So I'm going to transform data. And I want to change the furniture data. The variable is year. And convert into a date. And now close and apply. Now let's take, so software is changing the year into date format. And let's take the year here. And now if you click on the hierarchical chart, so you can see that date is divided into quarter, month, day. So we can create the, but the problem here is that we are using the year here also and here also. That is the problem. So it is a cross of the variable. So we should have some other category variable here. But I think the purpose of the showing you the hierarchy is clear. Okay, now I'm going to show you the third type of slicer, that is called the numerical or number slicer. So let me change this name, rename. It is the number slicer. Number slicer, this is the third kind of slicer. So we can make any numeric variable as a number slicer. So let's go to another data set. So we can use the sales data better. Let's cross this. So we want to see the profit, which comes in the values. Product comes here. Okay, so this is the profit data of different product, and I'm going to use the sales. Sales is my numerical value. Sales as a slicer. So I'm putting the sales here, and you can see that I'm having, okay, so the problem is that again I have to remove it and take a new slicer. Let's see the slicer here. So you will get again this value. Okay, so we should have the, yeah, now it is much better. The function of numerical slicer is exactly similar to the date slicer. Why? If you click on this, you can see the drop down between less than equal to, greater than equal to, these conditions you have to put. So let me show you one example. First of all, I have to show you by increasing the font. Everything is fine. Numerical inputs. First of all, let's simply increase the font size. Now I think you can see, and the title is also invisible. Slicer heading, sales, Now it will be visible to you. Okay. Suppose you want to see the sales between 500 and 1000. So these are the sales where it is between 500 and 1000. And rather in this case, I am taking the product wise, not product wise, year wise sales. Okay. Now I want to see in which year the sales is happening between this range. Let me increase this. So you can see the month where the sales is happening between this range. So these are the years where the sales is happening between this. Okay. Only in 2021, the sales is happening between this range. So if you have any query that in which year the sales is between, in particular this year, you can have this query. Similarly, if you click on the drop down option, so you are having the drop down option, this. So these are the different level of sales, but actually the most common is the list option, or not list option, between. So this is the most useful option in the numerical slicer. You just give the range and the value, if satisfied, comes here. So you want to see the sales when, in which month or in which year the sales is happening between this range, the software will show you that range also. So this is known as the numerical slicer. So we are having total 3 type of slicers in the Power BI. And I hope if you do some practice, you can design these slicers very easily. So our slicer is okay. Now we are moving to first I am showing you the map analysis, then we go to the filter, because the most important topic which I want to cover today is the analysis of the maps. So first of all, I'm covering this map, then I will go to a next topic. Now I'm going to start the next topic, that is called map. So I will make 3 or 4 maps. First of all, this is simple map. Simple map. And for a map, I need what? I need location. I need country, something like that. So in Gapminder, I have the data of the country. So let's plot the country map. And you can see that this is a globe. You can see the globe here. So click on globe and expand as per your choice. Put the country into the location. Software will automatically take the location in 1 second. And now it is simple location. So this is just the location map. Just location map. Now what else we can do? So we can make the classification. Suppose I take the continent and put into the legend. You can see that now the color is changing. So if you have any category variable, you can put color into the different options. What else? I can add some numerical value into this. Suppose I want to change the size according to the population. So now you see that the population size increases. India and China are having the largest population, right? So what else? I can increase the size of the bubbles also. And one thing more, whenever you make a map, the most important control is the zoom control. Zoom control, because how to zoom in, zoom out, that is the problem. So how I can increase the map or zoom the map, zoom in the map? So that is available in format. In format, the most important option is the map control and zoom buttons. I always require zoom buttons for showing the map. If I click on the zoom buttons, you can see plus, minus. Now I can zoom it, and like so you can see up to the road level you can zoom it. And again, if I zoom down, so I can arrange the size as per my choice. So these buttons are very, very important buttons in the maps. Second thing, uh, in bubble, you can see there's a bubble option. You can increase the size of the bubbles as per your choice. So sometimes we increase the size to make the chart more attractive. So you can highlight some like China, India as per the population. So this is a map. This is simple map. What else? So there is a lot of option here. So legends, we don't have general. Let me check. Legends are not required. Legend name continent. Okay, now you can see this is Asia, this is Africa. So these are the legends, continents. And if you zoom in, you can see the countries also. In Africa, which country is there? Okay. So you data colors, you can design the color of different continent. So I'm not changing the colors. It is by default, it's perfect, fine. Okay. Now, if you put on category, you can see all the countries like this. Bubbles I already changed. So I think this is fine from my side. So we can do a lot of changes, but that takes time. Okay, now I think this map is fine to represent. So this is the map, simple map. Now I'm showing you another type of map. So here I'm showing you the aerial map. Aerial map, how to represent the aerial map. Let me take the sales data set, select map here. Map will come. Okay, I designed the map. I am taking city here because you know that city. So software is showing you that there are 4 cities in this map, in this data set. Okay. Now let's do some formatting. First of all, I want to increase the bubble. You can increase maximum level and map style. So you can see that by default it comes in the road style. So here we can there are different styles like aerial style. So you can convert the map into aerial style if you need. Dark style, but I don't like this dark style. Light style or gray scale. But I'm with my experience, I'm telling you, I like road style or aerial style, not any other style. So this is my aerial style. Okay. Now let's come to the fields. So here I am taking only one field. Let's take more fields. Okay. Size. I want to see the sales. So the software is saying the chart is saying that the sale in Delhi is high, and then Bangalore, then Mumbai, then Calcutta. Or yeah, we always have the zoom control, map control. This is by default, you have to select every time. You have now plus minus. Okay. And bubble size is too much here. Now I think this is fine. Okay. So this is a map. Now I want to show you one more thing. If I want to see show you the sales of in the legend, so let me show take the product because I have the category product and put it into the legend. So now the software is showing you the different product sales in different countries, different cities. This is the yeah, these are the different colors. Each color is showing you the different product. So the sales of Delhi of honey is this, and cookies is this, ghee is this. So if you see carefully, the size of this is I think fruit juices. So the size of the sale of fruit juices is higher. The sale of the ghee is lower. So you can show the proportion of the sales in different cities. So that is a very interesting feature that Power BI is having. I have not seen this feature in any other software. So you have these features and you can make a lot of changes into it. So I hope now you are comfortable with map, how to make the map. Now you know very well. So rest of the things you have to do on your own. Just go to the formatting, try different options. And legend, I think legend is on. Data colors, you can change the colors. Cookies is whatever color you want to choose, you can select. Category on. So you can see now the Calcutta, Mumbai, Bangalore on the charts, bubbles. Stack size, you can increase it. So the Calcutta, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, you can see carefully, very clearly. So these are the different options which can make the chart beautiful and better. And bubbles, map control, map style is Arial, and title. So sales by city is the title and it is fine. Actually, the map, now it is shown clearly. So in this way, you can manage the map, sales by city and the product. So we can make different type of maps in the Power BI very easily within few seconds, and you can add these kind of maps in the reports and it will make your reports better. So I have shown you how to make the maps in Power BI. So we have make this simple map. Okay, filled map I'm showing you. The second, okay, first map and third map I already shown you. The third, this map now I'm going to show you. This is called filled map. The third map which I'm showing you is the filled map. Okay, so this is globe simple map, and in front of just adjacent to this we are having the filled map. Let's select the filled map. So I am selecting the Gapminder data for this because I have better options there. And location, so software is asking which location you need. I need country here. Legend, I need continent here. So country and continent, now this is the map. And rest of the things you can add into it. So Asia is represented by this color, orange color. The Africa is represented by blue color. So all the areas are represented by different colors. And you can also add any other thing. No. So this is simply the filled map. So you can add the categories into the map. So that is the purpose of filled map. It is a simple map. So our map is also done. So we completed 3 maps: simple map, filled map, and the aerial map along with the pie charts. Okay, now let's make the 4 charts here. These are very simple, will be covered in next 10 minutes. So now I'm showing you the different charts. This is called tree map. If you want to arrange the different countries or different product according to the some variable, so you can arrange very easily. Then scatter plot, I will show you. Then gauge charts, where we compare the actual versus target, and cards. So these 4 maps now I'm going to cover. So first is the tree chart. So we continue to make this report, and on the last day we will publish this report. So this is tree map. Okay, so I'm going to use Gapminder data. So you can see that we can change the data set very frequently here. Even in one report, you can use different data set. So this is the where is the tree map? Yeah, this is the tree map. You just click on the tree map. Tree map will come here. Okay, now I want to arrange the countries with respect to the population. So the software do it in 1 second. The China is having the largest population. India is the second largest. Then US, then Nigeria, Mexico, UK, Italy, France, like that. I think after US, there is a Brazil, Japan, Germany, Nigeria, like this. So they arrange in the descending order, and tree map you can make within few seconds. So in some cases we use this tree map. In qualitative analysis, we use this map frequently. Okay. So after that, then we go to the next map. Now I'm showing you one of the important map here, that is known as scatter plot. So this is a important plot. In this plot, we need 2 variables. One is the x-axis, one is the y-axis, and we are having some quantitative variables. Like for example, so I am going to make this map where I put continent in the details, region, country, life expectancy, population year. So you can see that I'm using so many variables to create a map. So let's make this continent, country, life expectancy. First of all, I have to select this scatter chart. So you can see here, this is a scatter chart. And it is the animated chart by default. So first of all, I'm taking the continent, then countries. In x-axis, I want to show the life expectancy. In y-axis, I want to show the population. And in size, I think the size is population. And y-axis, I am taking year comes in the play axis. Okay. Let me check once more. This is continent, country, life expectancy. Y-axis, I am having population, size, population. Okay, population comes twice. Population comes in size. Yeah. Now the chart is ready. So what is special about this chart? You can see that there is a play axis here. Play axis. So I am playing this chart year by year, year by year. So if you have the daily data, you can play daily on daily basis. So I am going to play this chart year by year. You just click on play. And you can see that the software is telling you how the population of India and China was growing in past 50 years. So just play. You can see how the uh, life expectancy and the population increases with time. So sometimes we want to show animated using the animation, that how the sales are growing, how the profits are growing, like that. Or those who are dealing with the stock market, they can show how the Nifty was growing in last 50 years. So if you want to see the growth with time, in x-axis, we are taking the date, play axis. This is population, this is life expectancy, and this software is showing you the growth. So if you play it, you can see the different countries. And I hope it is clear. So this is one of the simple map with animation. You can animate it and show the movement of the different variables according to the time. So this is a unique feature in Power BI also. In other software, we don't have this option, animation. And on the fourth day, I will show you other most advanced animated charts. This is only a beginning of the animation. In Power BI, we can make so many animated charts. Okay, I hope the scatter plot, animated scatter plot is clear. So the only problem is that you have to select the categories. So categories I am selecting by the countries. So countries. So we can also, let me try this. If I take the continent here and country here, so is there any change in the graph? Yeah. So all the green are representing the Asia. All the different colors are now different colors are representing the different continents. Earlier, the different colors are representing the different countries. Now the different colors are representing the different continents. So these kind of changes you can do as per your requirement. So I hope the scatter plot is done. Now we are moving to two important charts that I have to cover today. Now I'm showing you the gauge chart, a very simple chart. So let's see what chart we are going to make. So this is the gauge chart with slicer option. And here we are comparing the actual performance with the target performance. So how to develop this gauge chart? First of all, take new page, rename this page. Gauge chart. And this is the gauge chart. So I am making 3 gauge chart. So remember one thing, again, gauge chart is used to compare the actual performance with the target performance. So you must have the data of actual performance and target performance. Otherwise, you cannot make the gauge chart. Okay, now I make 3 charts and I want to see all the performance year wise. So I'm taking the slicers also. So I'm using the slicer and now take the data sales, because in this case I have the actual advertisement and target advertisement. So let's select one by one. So in first GOT chart, the advertisement is here and target advertisement is this. So actual advertisement exceeds the target advertisement. Similarly in second, so we are having the sales, actual sales, and we are having the target sales. So our actual sales exceeds the target sales. Similarly, in third chart, this is the target profit and this is the actual profit. Okay, so we also exceed the target profit. Okay, now let's do some formatting. So let's take the formatting from any other chart. So I am taking the formatting from here. Let's see whether it will work. Yeah, so it is working properly. Now with the help of this, I am converting that others also. So now my all the charts are ready, and on the only thing is that I need slicer. So we have to think that whether we want to compare product wise or we want to compare the year wise. So that you have to think. So I'm taking the year in the slicing, and it is a vertical. So I want to convert into horizontal. Let's take the slicers format from here. So we are having the format. Let's take the format of this. Yeah, automatically it is converted into years. Now you can do one thing. You just click on the year and see in which year we do not meet the target and which year we meet the target. Like it's very easy now to run. So here you can show in which year we meet the target, in which year we don't meet the target, like that. So this is simply called GOT chart. So very easy to make and very effective to represent. I hope it is clear. And now we are moving to the last chart of today. That is the card. So you can see this card. And cards are very, very useful because most of the professionals, they use the cards in the dashboards. So I'm taking 3 cards and each card is representing the total of something. So you want to show the total returns, total profit, total sales. So whenever you want to see the total, because in the research data, we have to show the total of sales, total of profit, total of returns, total of like that, total standard deviation, total this. So for that, these cards are very, very important. So let's select first card. Let's take the profit here. So it is total profit. It is total sales. And it is total advertisement or commission or whatever be. And now take the formatting of the GOT chart. Format printer. Okay. So here formatting is not working. So we can format, that is not a problem. And now I'm taking the slicing option because whenever you have the cards, you must have the slicers also. So again, I'm taking the year as a slicer because I want to see, okay, let's take the product as a slicer here. And format of the slicer we can take from here. Okay, now you can compare the total profit, total sales, total advertisement according to the product. So if you click on these options, all these now converted into product wise. So total sales of fruit juices is this, profit is this. In ghee, total sale is 540 and profit is 195. The advertisement is 53. So you can make the cards along with the slicers in this manner. And let's do some formatting. First of all, I need the title on. And this is the total profit. Font color is black fine. The background is yellow. Font size is this. So normally we show the card like this. So we have to report card in this way. And similarly in sales, we have to add the title. In cards, you need to add the title always. This is the total sales. And in this case, it is total. So you have to add the total, the title of the cards, total advertisement. And formatting, you know that you can take from here. Okay, so now we are representing the cards. So if you click on the fruit juices, this is the total sales, total profit, total advertisement, honey, total sales, total advertisement. So we can report it, the cards also. And I think in cards, we should also have the border. So border on and radius is the maximum. So now the cards is looking like this. So again, take the formatting. Okay, now it is better as compared to earlier. So in this way, you can prepare the cards along with the slicers. So what we have discussed today, I'm just repeating. So we have discussed the slicers, filters. I will discuss tomorrow. Or so we have discussed the slicers, text slicers, the date slicers, numerical slicers, number slicers. Then we analyze the maps. So we make 3 maps. Now I think we are comfortable in making the maps and we are comfortable in making some of the advanced charts. These are not advanced charts, these are very intermediate kind of charts. And cards especially with gauge chart and scatter plot. So if you're ready to learn, I can complete the filters also in next 10 minutes. Okay, so let me complete the filters also because it will take hardly 10 minutes. So let's complete the topic. So I am going to show you 3 filters. The one is visual filter. The second is the page filter. And the next is report filter. report filter. So there are three type of filters we can have here in the Power BI. Filter and slicers are similar to each other, but the only difference is that the filters are applicable to multiple pages. Slicers are not working on the different pages, so this is the difference. Filters you can apply it on the complete report. Slicers are not applicable on the complete report. So let me show you the difference. So first go to the visual filter. Okay, I think we wrongly give its name. It is the card. So let makes the another page. Okay, this is the visual filter. Now in visual filter, we can make any visual, like let's make the simple graph, simple column chart. And I'm taking the sales as a value and month or city as a axis. So it is city wise sales, or let's take product wise sales. And take the formatting from our basic column. Yeah. So now we are having the column chart. Now, if you see, there is a third option here, filters. So there are a third option here. If you click on this filter, by default, you can see two options, filter on this page and filter on all pages. We are having only two options, filter on this page and filter on all pages. But if you click on the particular chart, the third option is also coming, the filter on this visual. So you can see that. So we are having two variables here, products and sales. If you drop down, you can click on cookies. Only one cookies data will come. If you click on fruit juices, you can have two data set. Ghee, three data set. Honey, like this. So you can change your graph as per the variables given in the diagram. So now I hope you have clarity between the filters and the slicers. So filters is coming from the variable which we are using in the graph, and blank like this. So you can select what you need to show in the graph. Similarly, if you select all will come. And so this is simply the filter. Similarly, we can have the product filter. Okay, this is product filter. Now we are having the sales. So in sales, you can have the sales is less than or equal to, is greater than, is not, blank. So suppose I want to see the sales which is less than 200. Okay, so this is the sales of less than 200. Suppose you want to see this when the sales is less than this, when the sale is more than this, like that. So let me take the all, because most of the time we are using the filter for categorical variables. This filter is applicable only on one chart. So this is called visual filter. Similarly, if I take this, let me take the page filter. Suppose we have two charts in the page. This is chart number 1. And I'm making one more chart. Let's say pie chart. And in pie chart, I want to show the sales. with respect to the different months, or not months, product. Okay, so now you can see that you are having an option called filter on this page. Filter on this page, right? So when you apply filter on this page, it means this filter is applicable on all the charts in this page. Even if you have third chart, fourth chart, fifth chart in the same page, this filter is applicable on all. Let's take the year. So now you can see, if you click on 2007, the data of only 2007 will come. If you click on the 2010, the data of 2010 will come. So this filter is applicable on both the charts. Similarly, I am showing you, if you even make third chart, fourth chart, even if you make any other chart, like which chart we can take, or card. Let's take the card here. It is simple to make, and I'm using the total profit. So this is the total profit. If I click on 2009, so you can see that all the charts are changing together. So if you click on 2010, the data is belong to 2010. So by one click, all the three charts are connected. So all the three charts are following your command from the page filter. So this is known as page filter. Filter on a page. Yeah, this is known as page filter. Similarly, if you click on, if you have the filter on all pages, it means the condition is applicable on every diagram, every page in the report. I'm showing you one example. Let's take one more. I'm deleting the report page, report filter, and duplicating it and renaming it as the report filter. So you must have one filter for this. Now I am taking the year as a report filter. So if I click on 2009, right? 2009. Or 2010. Not only these three changes, every chart in the report will follow that. So all the filters which belong to 2009 is applicable here. So by one single click, you can change all the charts in the reports. So that is called report filter. So by just one click, you can change all the charts in the complete report. This is known as report filter. So I repeat, if you want to change only one chart by filter, this is called visual filter. One single chart. If you want to change all the charts in one page by the filter, it is known as the page filter. And if you want to connect every chart with one filter, that is known as report filter. So I hope you understand the importance of all these type of filters: page filter, the report filter, and the visual filter. So this is the filter. I hope you understand what is the difference between the filter and the slicers. Slicers is connected to only one page, and filter is applicable to the chart, page, and the complete report. So that's it for today's session. And I know that you have to do practice to learn all these things, because by just watching it is not sufficient to learn all these things. Now I'm going to unmute you. If you have any query, please ask.